Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's the Cherokee Blue Ridge Run, and motorcycle guru Bob Kay gives us his take on why this is the rally to put on your bucket list. All this and more here on Born to Ride.
Born to Ride magazine, hotter than hell. And go watch Born to Ride TV.
Born to Ride TV, and we're here at the Cherokee Blue Ridge Run in beautiful Cherokee, North Carolina. This event this year has been unbelievable, outstanding. The roads to ride in this area are astonishing as well too. But talking here a moment with Bob Kay, and Bob Kay brought a lot to the table to this rally. And Bob, you're a Renaissance man, you're an entrepreneur, you're just an icon in the motorcycle industry, and you have been for many, many years.
Yeah, you know, one thing that why I'm behind this rally is Mark Cresswell, been a long-time friend, and he wants to put a rally together that's family friendly, but also something that celebrates all the traditions of the bike rallies, all the good parts. And there's so many promoters these days that thinks you can put on a band, sell some beer, and you got a rally and some bikers will show up. Well, that's not really the case. I mean, I've had people come through the door today for our bike show part of the rally and just talk about how great it is to have a rally with the level of bike shows, with the Perowitz bike show, with the AMD bike show. People want to see that, and promoters are missing that. Well, Mark has put together a team, myself and Jay Allen, and of course the support we get from the Cherokee Nation. And really, for our second year back, this used to be an old rally. It's really growing. We've surpassed last year's numbers, the inaugural year back. Everybody's having a great time. The band's good music. It just has a really good vibe to the whole rally.
It definitely has a Bob K touch to it. You bring a lot of culture to a motorcycle rally. And when you say a bike show, this is a over-the-top bike show. When your name's involved, they come to the show.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. But again, it's that commitment to the builders. You know, if we don't have builders pushing the limits of creativity and functionality with the motorcycles, we don't have bike shows. Well, we have to support them, you know, so they continue to do that and surprise us. And also so we supply the OEMs with some really great ideas and innovation for the future.
We have Bell Helmet here today. They're doing pinstriping on helmets. That demonstration really has been a wow for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, how many rallies have you gone to where you can actually learn how to pinstripe? We have Taylor Schultz from Schultz Designs doing pinstriping classes. Bell supported us. They're sponsoring the pinstriping classes. They provided us with regular Bell 500 helmets as well as children's skateboard helmets. So again, being family friendly, we want to get the kids in here. We really want to get them involved because for us to grow as an industry, it's getting those young kids in there at an early age, not just buy them a Strider or a small motorcycle, but give them a wrench, teach them how to get involved and you know, get that motorcycle feeling inside them. We need to have this multifaceted type event. So a bike show isn't just the bikes, it's moto art. So we have Heidi Zunbrunn in from LA. She came in with her collection, which has been just fantastic. People are loving it. Endo Mikado doing his chopstick paintbrushes. We've worked with Endo for quite a time. The Indian Tribe Nation, the chief and everybody, they loved Endo, so they wanted him to come back again this year. We got somebody that makes handmade jewelry, Hellbent Leathers with their creations and working and letting people actually do some engraving in the leather and stuff. So that's what it takes for a successful event these days.
Tell us about the races now, motorcycle races.
Well, and again, that's part of Mark Cresswell's vision in that he wants it fully encompassing. The other part of this, besides the multifaceted events and the bike show showcase, is it's Class C racing. Class C racing is roundy round racing. Go down the end, take a left. There's hooligan racing now. There's AFT racing. There's Harley racing. What's special about Class C racing is it's American. You know, road racing comes from the GP racing from Europe, the motocross and all that, but there's nothing more American than Class C. And again, that commitment from the Cherokee Nation to allow Mark to build a track and have that come off here. They're even talking about a springtime event maybe and more racing and just really a commitment to motorcycles as a sovereign nation, which is pretty neat. You won't get that anywhere else. Probably the final factor in the success and the future success of it is how welcoming they are to the biker community. There's other communities where the biker rallies exist, but they're not really welcome. It makes it tough to get around. You know, you don't get treated with the respect of just a human respect, you know, never mind bikers or anything. But not the case in Cherokee. The chief has come down to the bike show. In fact, last night, after we closed the doors, he stayed for another hour just talking to the builders. He's a gearhead himself. He loves what's going on here. So just all this stuff going on, the High Wire Act, everything is just, it's pretty impressive for a second year. Probably the only problems we're going to have is where to go when we grow so big, There is limited space here, but I'm sure they'll come up with something. For a one-day pass, it's $15. For all the music, the bike shows, the AMC Wall of Death, all the entertainment, the vendors on the fairway. But that also includes a $20 voucher for the casino. So, it's like I said, everybody is welcome. They just want everybody to have a good time when they're here and come back next year with a couple more friends to help us grow. That $15 that you get not only includes that $20 voucher, but it includes access to the races. So I don't know any other rally where you can get that kind of deal. Everything is usually separate, but not here at Cherokee. We just want everyone to have a good time.
A $20 voucher to that casino? Woo, I could double that.
That's what everybody thinks.
And Bob, there's another guy that's an important part of this whole arsenal that you have here is Jay Allen. Look at Jay Allen out there.
Absolutely. Jay and Mark and I are buddies from way past. We've all been in this industry for decades. And to work together with a dedicated team, Jay has just come off the Bonneville Soft Flats. He's just such good energy going around. He's not a great MC. From his years of developing the Broken Spoke and working with everybody and custom builders, he had such an energy to the show, and he's making sure everybody is covered. The sponsors, the vendors. He's out there talking with people, interviewing. And, speaking of Jay, we can't forget Grease and Gears. Cycle Source has been running Grease and Gears in the exhibition hall with the bike show all weekend, and we did an interview with Jay Allen. They did an interview with Dave Perowitz, and then they got some of our builders coming up and doing demonstrations on suspension, welding, all kinds of just great stuff going on. If you're bored at Cherokee, it's your problem. There's so much to do here and enjoy. Right down to our AMD show. Let's not forget that. The AMD World Championship that was held in Sturgis for years and years is now held in Germany. So again, the commitment from the Cherokee Nation to actually allow me to send a builder from here directly to Germany, and they're paying for the flight, the shipping of the bike, and the hotel rooms. So we have Team America. Every 2 years that show goes off, and we're going to send somebody from here every year. So it's just, again, people that have that vision and foresight of what the future can bring. It's just overwhelming here, and everybody, the staff on the grounds, different people from the tribal nation, they're all here being so supportive and helpful.
Bob, the demo rides are here also. We've got the slingshot demo rides. Yamaha was out with some bikes demo riding, but where they're demo riding is some of the most beautiful roads this country has to offer. The surrounding area is phenomenal.
Absolutely. I've ridden the Blue Ridge many times, and the roads, they're nice. They're and they're very controllable. It's not like you got to go crazy. There's not people trying to pass you and push you off. Everybody's very respectful on the roads, and it really, truly is some of the best riding. But also the destinations you have to get there. It's through the mountains. There's no highways connecting it. Once you enter the Blue Ridge, you're in like this special world. But what it really comes down to is riding. You go out, spend your evenings or your afternoons at the show, go out do riding. You spend 3 or 4 days here. You're just going to have such wonderful memories to talk about, and see probably the prettiest country in the whole, the prettiest areas in the whole country right now.
So tell them, if they're not having a good time, what's the problem?
Them. Really just come on down. It's hard to explain how great it is, and especially at this stage of growth and everything. It's fantastic, and don't miss it next year. Be here or be square.